Okay, this is the UR Tapes Final Edition. UR Tape 1, Side 1. UR Tapes Final Edition.
I just can't keep away from you. There are traces of you in my bed. They keep tormenting my brain. You should be here instead. And without a phone, just wishing that you would call. Baby, I'm wasting my time with you, that's all. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby, that is all I have to show. You're my baby, come back to me, gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby, that is all I have to show. Have to show. Let's get some resonance going in your... There are traces of you in my bed. They keep tormenting my brain, you should be here instead. Rewind, phone, just wishing. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That's a train I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby, that's a pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me, gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby, that is all I have to show. You're my baby, one, two. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That's a pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me. Gonna be lonely when you go. Baby, that is all I have to show. I don't need traces of you now, baby. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That's a pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That's a pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That's a pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me. Gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That is all I have to show. You're my baby, come back to me. It's gonna be lonely when you go. I don't need traces of you now, baby. That is pain I don't wanna know. You're my baby, come back to me. Gonna be lonely when you go. There are only traces of you now, baby. That is all I have to show. Yeah. Okay, so picking up where we left off, I have now perhaps got the gall to record on the UR tape 1, and this is after, it goes back to 2000 I suppose, or 1999, when I recorded as Baby Come Back, my vocals of Baby Come Back on here, which is amazing to hear that. It just doesn't seem, I mean, if it was really 1999, which it must have been, we've whizzed past 2009, now on 2011, so that is just amazing. It's like 12 years ago, that, incredible. And here I am, 12 years later, walking around the fields on Tuesday, the 18th of October 2011. And what a dramatic day it was yesterday, just reflecting on yesterday. Yesterday I realised I had to pull my finger out and absolutely go for it. And I over-medded, perhaps for the last time. Today I'm not going to take any more, and I've taken probably 3 or maybe 4. That is what I consider to be tops. So yesterday got me over me, and luckily I do feel that I can pick up. It's not really placebo, it's like, I was hoping that there were some common plan would come out of all of this fragmented stuff, and yesterday, you know, I did get around to doing that, so I went to bed reasonably happy, even though I had to go back to the fields, which is where I am now. As I'm on my dictaphone, I can look at my watch and a clock on my phone and see that it's 1:30. So I signed on this morning at 8:30. Well, I got up at 8:30, and I'm just going to pick a black currant here. Signed on at 8:30, and I got up at 8:30, signed on at 9:30, and you know, it was sunny, and it makes such a difference. It's still sunny now. You really do feel like, you know, a different world, you know, laid back, and the world is full of opportunity and international travel and stuff like that. And, you know, even though I've had quite a lot of tea today, because I realise that tea sort of gets me going, gets me thinking, gets my mind working. I've had sort of 4 cups, but I'm completely the opposite of yesterday. Yesterday was like some guy with a noose around his neck, you know, struggling to exist. Today the sun's shining, walking around the park, local fields E17, and it's just laid back contemplating the huge climb I took yesterday, and realising one of the reasons why I took 4, the aim was to not actually take any today, concerta, and when I went to sign on I hadn't taken any at all, and it was, you know, it was absolutely fine. And then I came back and I thought, okay, let's try and lift this up, because otherwise, you know, my brain is just like switched off, and it's quite frustrating, because I've got into a position where I can't sort of see the way out, so I need to, you know, carry on plugging it away. And basically, so yesterday I took several occasions where I like took 2 at a time, but I don't really want to get into the habit of that. It's probably the first time I've done that. So I'm back to 1 at a time, and I did it progressively, so over a course of about 5 hours I took 4, so it's, you know, steady. But I realised I have to continue. I did this big master plan yesterday on the computer that needs to be completed today. I'm going to have quite tight, strict schedules now. You know, I'm emailing my parents about like Christmas and stuff, and making this Christmas CD and stuff, and realising that it's not really going to be complete unless I take some money back. And yeah, the recession is getting very deep. On the front page of the Metro today, they had like 500 people, some of which were graduates, queuing up for 20 jobs at Poundland. You know, it's just sort of ironic state of affairs at the moment. So, I've really got a dream of like making it massive in the music industry, but I have got a dream of fulfilling my dream, which is different. You know, if it brings financial reward and social success. You know, this morning I gave over a copy of the Big Dose CD that I was working on to my like mentor at the job centre. I said, you know, if I can make enough money, turn it around, supplying new computers for Walthamstow Library so people don't have to queue anymore, because usually there's a queue and you have to wait for 10 minutes. And I've sort of worked out roughly that if there was 3 to 6 additional computers available, that people would probably never need to queue. So, and you know, these Dell computers, whether they're new or used, they're not more than a couple of £100 each. Obviously you've got maintenance contracts and stuff, but that's the bare minimum of my sort of like social plan, which I've thought about before. You know, it's come and gone, but now I'm in a more relaxed state. That would be really good to be able to like present Walthamstow Library with between 3 and 6 computers, desktops for internet use. And, you know, they're ridiculously cheap and pick them up for next to nothing. If I had £500 now, well, £1,000 now, I could probably take care of that. £1,000 is nothing, and yet it's everything where I am. But then again, that's the the sword, isn't it, that I have to deal with. So onwards and upwards. Other thing is, it'd be good to get another printer for the library, because 9 times out of 10, the printer's out of action. And you know, there was one point last year where it's like out of action for about 9 months, and people were coming in almost like every hour going, can I print this out? And there's a big like photocopied sheet on the desk of Walthamstow Library saying, the printer is out of order. And it's like people were asking every day. Costs and stuff, it's absolutely nothing, even for advanced coloured sheets. Technology's got so much now that you can buy a really decent couple of £100. So that would be the icing on the cake. I would be very, very content if I was able, at the end of this project, or somewhere through this project, able to give sort of like 3 to 6 internet PCs to the library. dream, like a distant dream, like far, far away in my mind. One day I'd be successful in like I'd have a small music room at the John Coe High School where I went to school. It was Mrs. Backhouse that got me into like music basically, because I borrowed the synthesizer, Roland Juno 1, which I've got now. And it's like yeah, I often thought it'd be really cool to have like a Mrs. Backhouse music suite. Okay, I might be considered, oh, isn't he sweet? Naive, isn't he sweet? Sweet, means well. Shame he can't do it. Well, it's really me and you and the tape recorder. I'm being way hard on this, and at the moment everyone's written me off in my family, and I'm actually easing into that state. I don't actually mind that image, because it means they're not expecting anything from me. They sort of think, oh, you know, he's 41 or whatever, and he's fucked up, that's it, you know. My mum has even had a conversation with me about, okay, take a little easy job, take a relaxing little easy job. And so I don't really get crap now from my parents, which is quite surprising, you know. My dad over the past has been very emotionally intense over the emails, and since my sort of breakdown experience, shall we say, last year, even when I try and fire him up, they just don't react. They're like, oh no, he's got enough time, he's a bit relaxed. It's amazing, as I said yesterday, when if you've had a breakdown, or you've got the guts to say that you've had a breakdown, people just cross the road out of your way. They're sort of scared. It's like, oh, mental nutcase. When, you know, I've obviously known that a lot of sort of successful, not necessarily successful people, but quite well-known people, comedians, actors and stuff, they've had breakdowns. And when they come out the other side, it's like they're completely different. I can see. Maybe yesterday was some sort of like breakout thing I had to do, because today I'm in a completely different mindset. But again, it might be just the weather. It might be just the weather. So I hope this weather continues for a couple of months, and I would love, you know what I'd love to do, I guess, is like Sydney thing. Look, since I started doing the music again, it was Operation Sydney, you know, if I could get over to Sydney and like go to just have that Sydney experience where I can get away from the doom and the gloom, and you know, just be there and like get up and almost feel like a tourist, but not be a tourist, you know what I mean? To have some sort of not one-off or twofold or threefold success behind me, but a formula that I can rely on and like carry on using to like duplicate success. That's what I've been working hard at, and yesterday I believe I broke the back of it, because it's all encompassing, you know, this stuff. It's not just a business plan, it's basically legacy stuff. So, you know, my heart was broken yesterday when I could hear myself recording this stuff in. You know, I set up the microphone and I recorded stuff off these tapes, and I was like, you know, I was shocked to bits. I was like, oh, you know, guys, so today I'm much more in tune with like I'm also the guy that's recording it in. So that's that. But I mean, it's onwards and upwards now. It's no good. I mean, I philosophised for too long, and you know, there's loads of stuff. Yeah, I don't know what to do and stuff. But you know, that's pub theory, or pub theorium, as my mate used to say. You can, you know, everyone would change the world. Everyone wants to run the world. You know, if they were given the opportunity. And the music industry is the #1 place for complete bullshit. And luckily, maybe, I haven't had people to talk about the music industry so much over the last year. I've had to, face walls and stuff. So, I realise now that there's a complete change of thing, and I was struggling for so long. House trance, going into like heavy thought about, which is the approach, and then yesterday came up with something that I sort of believed in all the time, which was like this sort of like funk thing, which is a sort of falsetto voice, which I know I can do, and I need to sort of work that in with the song, work that in with Big Day, and sort of like create the album around that, really. And that should be the formula that should roll for like an album. We've got songs written, and then there's all the new stuff as well. It's just cracking that sort of thing, and then putting it in context with the the music and stuff. So it's basically the plan is 50% of it, I suppose, the total plan, not all that writing stuff. And then there's the music part, which represents the other 50%, of which then that gets split down and divided. So I guess my sort of circle of life, so to speak, for next year, or maybe the next couple of months, is going to be these two halves of, the business plan, and you could almost have like this massive diagram of like splintered off into bits, and on the left business, on the right actual music itself, and that should be a circle of life, complete circle of life. That should be all encompassing and ever providing, and I shouldn't in theory have to step out of that, which is why I felt so reluctant to do shitty little video jobs and stuff. If I get this right, the circle of life, maybe I should write that up. I mean, the circle of life was sort of, I pictured it when I had a Guinness or two and I was under the covers, and I was trying to work out like a perimeter of sort of life, which most people have. But when you're a so-called artist, or you think you're an artist or whatever, or a piss artist, or twat, whatever you want to say, and then you either encompass the corporate world or you have to do video editing, I've always felt that there's something wrong. It's like stepping outside of like your parameter or something, and that sounds really weird. So I was sort of working subconsciously, I guess, in my sleep and stuff, to come up with what I call the circle of life, which is like a parameter, a life parameter that I can exist in, that is self-fulfilling and all-encompassing and doesn't take me outside of that. It doesn't mean you don't have a car, wife, family, all that sort of stuff. And maybe that's one of the reasons. That's a problem I've had in the past. This guy who thinks he wants to try everything, from acting to comedy and stuff, and in careful thought, something deep down in me stops me from doing that, even though I can, because I think it's not art, which sounds pompous and pathetic. So I never, you'd ask me even like 5 years ago if I was an artist, I'd say no, I was a DHL van driver. And it's just so weird that to do camera work or to do video editing or like graphics, well, maybe graphics, but it's short term, fulfilling a need, not art. And yet writing, painting, music is art. And so I think the reason why I went off course drastically is that even my cousin Diane said, you've got the weird personality where you potentially could be a genius. But I've been tapping into every other area than that. So I thought, hang on a minute, I'm not an artist. I'm the last person in the world who's an artist. 41-year-old lorry driving, DHL driving, agency driver who's not particularly good at anything. And doing a bit of writing and dyslexic and ADHD ADHD and all that stuff. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, but now it's beginning to make sense. So I've really got to crack on with it. Take it from there. Okay, there's a bit of tape left. Fields are nice today. You know, people do accents and stuff. I mean, the plan B, I suppose, is to be the funny man. But at the end of the day, there's something deep down in my soul that, you know, sort of stops me or gets me a bit depressed, because it's like, you know, missing the point a bit, mate. And now I feel that hopefully that you know, the point, I think the pinnacle was given to me last night. I really do, because my mind was working away on how to, like, this whole MBS thing, mind, body and soul, but also this whole New Deal thing and the whole legacy and the whole job centre thing and Big Doe and Big Doe's mum and all that. It's a colossal sort of what I call legacy. It's so big that I have difficulty comprehending it. And I can comprehend it now fully. The skies are blue, you know, what they call it, blue sky thinking. Yeah, my mind is fully open, I'm completely at peace. I'm standing by the said seat, but I'm not sitting down. Quite comfortable, looking at the sky, all the planes in the sky and stuff. I'm going to make a short video clip for my mum and dad. And they go to the job centre and post that off. And then what I must do is attempt to fill in the gaps with this master plan. And I should really print it off and have master plan version 1. You know. And then including all the notes on the bathroom door as well, which need to go in. The don't forgets. And there's one that says don't forget the don't forgets, which is quite ironic. So all that sort of stuff I need to type in. Then I need to print it out, have it lightly bound, i.e. get a couple of those plastic sheets and a, you know, binder edge piece, splinter or whatever you want to call it. And then go through it with a pen, like I used to do with my old editing when I was writing that book. That would be new and fresh. I haven't done that for like nearly 10 years. Amazing. Talking about serious digression. Remember a conversation I had with my dad when I was desperate in Amsterdam, reaching out desperate to do something and be successful at something. I sent one copy home to my dad and I was like desperately seeking feedback, like a blind miner with dead ever-readies. And he was like, I said, Dad, can I write? And he went, no, why are you starting this at the age of 33? And it was like, oh God, maybe that was the beginning of like massive, long depression that you get caught up with, and you get so depressed, you don't know that you're depressed. You know, you lose all your friends, you don't do stuff, and you get so used to a way of living, a little narrow corner of living, that you never know you're depressed. Until the one day I went to the doctor and he did a short questionnaire and he goes, you're chronically depressed or something. And then he referred me and then I got the psychological help and then I got all that meds and started a journey that I haven't really been on top of, and it's only now that the whole thing is coming. The whole thing, you know, I believe holistic thinking and all that. I believe everything is connected. Everything. But it's taken a long time to put all this together. You know, half the time I didn't even know it would connect together. I was just trying little different things and being unhappy and being unsuccessful. Now I realise, as I said yesterday, diagrammatically speaking, I think that I've been walking this really long descent for about 10 years without really knowing it. And now I'm on, what do they call it, the cusp of a wave or something, or the crest of a hill. And I find that I'm just like, I can see, not only can I see there's no more peaks to carry, but I can see like the summit, the flatness, the rounding off bit, and then the curvature down again. Like someone waiting on a roller coaster ready to plunge down. That's what I feel, and I've got to make sure that we have daily progress. Anyway, this is the end of this side of the tape now. Interesting contrast to yesterday. However I'm going to correlate all this, I don't know, but my granddad used to speak tape recorders. It's quite interesting. I sold him 2 tape recorders over the years, and he used to do like audio diaries and stuff. So I'm continuing this going. I felt that the obligation yesterday to see it through. So if I can do this all week, it would be very interesting to note my moods considering the sky. I mean, I'm perfectly relaxed now. It's blue sky, the sun is shining, there's a few clouds bobbing about, there's lots of planes in the sky going places. I can count about 20 vapour trails, and there's a lot of whiteness, and a lot of the sun is shining brightly. And it's bright green on the grass, and the trees are giving a nice, you know, windy sound, and it's all very relaxed and cool, and there's a few people walking dogs. It's actually idyllic here today, which is maybe my mood is idyllic. There's a few seagulls circling overhead. We will have to see whether I can, like, talk in this mode. You know, normally it's head down round the park. I'm actually walking through the park at the moment, really laid back. Normally it's head down round the park, back home. There's this massive, you know, stress. You know, head down, you know that, but today is different anyway. The end of this tape has come, so see you on the other side later.
Okay, going on, continuing the UR tape. This is UR tape 1, side 2. We're keeping it in one file. UR tape 1, side 2.
You are in my system. Can't you get out of my mind? You are in my system. Can't get you out of my mind. You are in my system. Can't get you out of my mind. Also. Or silence. Words. Afterburner. Got my nipples in a twist.
Hello, Russell. How's you doing? I'm worried. Goodbye. Hello, Gary. I'm a bit concerned about your hair colour. You have to wait. Everything may be recorded. Lower volume. You know I love all the things you do. You make me feel so right. Move right into the beat, to the rhythm of the street. And rock it to the rhythm of the beat, to the street.
Hello, Russell. How you doing? Hello, Gary. It's your grandfather here. I'm just calling to see how you're doing. I haven't seen you for ages. You haven't been to see us in Bexhill for a while. I'd like you to... Hello, Gary. It's your grandfather here. I'm just calling to see how you're doing. I haven't seen you for a while, and only, I've been down the road, and all these people, they've been asking me, and, you know, we haven't seen you for ages, and various other things. Your mother says hello, and other things like that. And anyway, we've got to go, because we've got a road. We've got to do the Christmas shopping now. Come on.
You know I love all the things you do. You make me feel so right. I wanna know, baby, how you feel. Do you want
my name, I come running back to you when you call my name. I come running back to you when you call my name. I come running back to you. 501 cuts. I mean, this really is the first place for Genes. I mean, I say that in the show, you know, this radio, Genes West 1 is the first place for Genes. but to make this show, I bloody well have to have artistic freedom. I can't stress that enough. Well, Roger. open your eyes, you can see we can all live in harmony. We are one world. One world in a sea of changes. We are one world, all the colors of faces. If you open your eyes and see, we can live in harmony. We are one world in a sea of changes. We are one world, all the colors of faces. If you open your eyes and see, we can live in harmony. We are one world. World in a sea of changes. We are one world, all the colors and faces. If you open your eyes and see, we can live in harmony. We are one world in a sea of changes. We are one world, all the colors and faces. We can live in harmony. We can live in harmony. We are one world. Are you strong enough? Are you man enough? Are you strong enough? Are you man enough? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you strong enough? Are you man enough? Are you strong enough? Are you man enough? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you strong enough to take it? Are you man enough to da-da? Are you strong enough to take it? Are you man enough? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Strong enough to take it? Are you man enough to see me do? You're strong enough to take it. Are you man enough? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take it. Are you man enough to see it? Are you strong enough to take it? Are you capable to? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Strong enough to take it. Are you man enough to see me? Are you strong enough to take it? Are you man enough? Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you coming home, baby? When you coming home? replay, so we do rewind. Another day. It's just another day. Come on, it's just another day. Dawning. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Why you always running away from me? Baby.